What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Don G with the Coliseum Sports Show, where I call them as I see them. And as you can see, I'm at work today, but it's the work edition. But I had to go ahead and make this video just to, give you guys a quick, I guess, a recap. I can't say recap, but I guess I don't know. Just go ahead and check in before tonight's Thursday night game, because it is a big game. All right. So right now, tonight, for Thursday night football, we have the Detroit Lions going down or up, sideways, I don't know, to Green Bay to play for the battle of the NFC North. All right. And generally with Aaron Rodgers, there's always pretty much just Aaron Rodgers winning it every year. The Bears haven't been competitive for like years. The Vikings are up there every now and then. They give you a run for your money, if not take it themselves. But in general speaking, it's been Aaron Rodgers taking care of, have a strong hold of the NFC North, okay? So tonight, what's funny is that they're both 2-1. Detroit is actually having, or when I looked at ESPN, they're saying that they have a 53.7% chance of winning. And I'm here to tell you today, I don't believe that they're going to win. I've watched them the last couple games, even the first game they had against the Chiefs, and the offense seemed kind of stagnant, and their defense isn't that good, honestly. They have a couple pieces with Hutchins and Gardner Johnson. But let's just go over some things and why, and let me tell you why I believe that they're not going to win today, okay? I'm picking the Green Bay Packers, so let's get to it. So like I said, both teams are 2-1. They both have a loss, and they're both coming off of a win, all right? So last week they both won, okay? So you had Detroit winning against Atlanta 20-6. You also had Green Bay winning against New Orleans. I believe they went down to New Orleans and got that win. I thought New Orleans was going to pull out that win, but I believe maybe Derek Carr got hurt late in the game. But anyway, they pulled it out 18-17, all right, against New Orleans. So they're both coming off of a win. And you know how it is about these great stadiums and home field advantage. Well, Green Bay is the epitome, and Lambeau Field, I believe it's called, is the epitome of home field advantage, okay? So you ain't just going to walk in there and think that you just going to, hey, it's going to be a cakewalk. Nah, they're going to fight you tooth and nail, scrap you, you know what I'm saying, bite your ankles. All that stuff Detroit coach be talking about, which I like him, by the way. Green Bay do that at home. They try to keep that home field advantage and bring home the win as much as possible, okay? So let's just go over some stats real quick about some players. We'll go over the inactives for tonight, and we'll go ahead and wrap it all up, okay? So Jared Goff right now has 819 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The leading running back is actually out, all right? So David Montgomery is out. I would go over his stats, but it doesn't matter right now because he's out. But what we will say is, coming off that last win, their rookie, Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe that's how you say his name, Jahmyr Gibbs, had 80 yards on 17 carries, all right? So he got his first workload. They've been trying to get him involved very heavily ever since the preseason. So just look for him to continue to build upon that, that stat line. One other thing that they did have as well, see, both of these teams have very good tight ends, and we're going to get to that right after I give you both sides of the stats, whoever the leaders are. We're going to get into like the rookie tight ends as well, or the young tight ends. But also going back to Detroit, their leading receiver is Amon St. Brown with 275 yards and 1 touchdown. That's almost 100 yards per game. And this is going into week 4, so through week 3 weeks, he has 275 yards, and he does have a score. So he's putting up the numbers. He's punching it in when it counts. He's reliable, okay? What the offense is doing, man, is they are putting up 385 yards a game, all right? And 273 of those are passing, and 111 is rushing. So they're doing a lot of passing. They have a 2-to-1 ratio out of 3. So out of 3 times they're gonna pass the ball. They believe in Jared Goff. Sorry about that. They believe in Jared Goff. I do too. I think he's nice. I think he's reinvented himself. Jared Goff is looking nice, especially the last 2 years. Their defense they're giving up 323 yards, all right? 251 of those are passing, and 72 is rushing that they're giving up, okay? So that's what Detroit is doing. They're giving up a lot of passing yards, but they are stout against the run. That could be saying that they are either getting behind, they're getting ahead and they're forcing teams to have to, pass the ball. You might be able to say that, especially with the win. Like I said, they just beat Atlanta 20-6. So after a while, hey, we have to pass the ball. We can't run it anymore as much as we want to. And Atlanta wants to run the ball. So let's get into Green Bay. Green Bay right now with Jordan Love. Jordan Love has 655 yards. But here's the stats that I really like, and I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention to see if he can step up to the plate and replace Aaron Rodgers. Well, it looks like he's been doing that. So he has 655 yards, right? But what I like is 7 touchdowns and 1 interception. That boy is putting it in. He's punching it in. He get to work. He make it all the way to work through all that traffic, and he punch it in. You know what I'm saying? Punching in clock. You know what I'm talking about? And this is a sad stat, and because I got him on fantasy, so I'm like, dog, what's going on, dog? And that's A.J. Dillon. I think that's how you say his name, A.J. Dillon. He has 107 yards through 3 games. It is pitiful. I'm like, dog, what is going on, bro? Like, why? You supposed to be the workhorse, dog. What are yards at? Unless they doing it by committee. And so, let's go ahead and keep moving. Something's going on in my throat. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Their leading receiver is Reed with 9 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's doing pretty good. He's doing about 50 yards per game, but it seems like they do it by committee. Jordan Love is spreading the ball around. And like I said, I'm not only going to give you guys these stat leaders, but we got to talk about their young tight ends because they're both kind of spreading them around, but they both have some very good, promising young tight ends, okay? And they could be the deciding factor. Who knows? But moving on to what the offense is doing. They're doing 308 total yards a game, with 218 of those being passing yards and 90 of them being rushing yards. So it seems like they are doing it by committee, but, you're only doing 90 yards a game. So with that, A.J. Dillon's probably getting 30 of those, and another back or two are getting in 30 apiece. So that's not good. With Jordan Love probably running a little bit. I think he has some wheels on him. He's a little athletic. So especially coming up under Aaron Rodgers, you better pick that up. Be able to scramble and move around and pick up some yards whenever the defense turns their back to you. That's a trait that Aaron Rodgers has picked up because they want to stop him from passing. He's killing us. Let's just back up and, stop the pass. Oh, here you go running. So now you got to stay honest. You know what I'm saying? But, okay. So, and their defense is giving up 355 yards a game. So that's a little bit more than what Detroit is doing. But what they're doing is way more balanced. They're allowing 219 yards passing and 136 yards rushing, okay? So, it seems like they're probably in a lot of close games. They probably are. The defense is on the field maybe a little bit more than they want, and so teams are trying to figure out ways to move the ball. They can, with that them being in close shootouts. Like I said, they're coming off a win, which is 18-17. They're going to be trying to do a lot of things to try to figure out what works against this Green Bay defense, and it seems like a lot of things are working against them. But they're not allowing you to score a lot. You can move the ball, but they're not allowing you to score a lot. That's what it seems like. Okay, so the deciding factors or the intriguing, this has caught my eye. The players that have been catching my eye, not only the quarterbacks, but like I said, these young tight ends. With Detroit, they have, what's his name, Sam Laporta from Iowa. Now, coming in the draft, I did want the Dallas Cowboys to look into this guy. It seems like it's just a tight end factory out of Iowa, okay? So, as I said, against Atlanta, he actually had, I don't know if I said this before, my bad, but he actually had eight receptions for 84 yards. That's what Laporta had. And I've seen him. He's coming out doing slants like a wide receiver. He comes out firing on that slant. So they'll be looking for him. Sam Laporta. I like him. Especially in sticky situations. He seems to kind of look for Sam Laporta. He's more of a sure-handed, or at least he's going to be a little bit more open or be right in his face target, okay? And he gets some yards after the catch as well. Now for Green Bay, they have, let's see here, Luke Musgrave. I believe he's from Oregon State, if I'm not mistaken. I like him too. So last game, in that close game, he had 6 catches for 49 yards. I believe that he might be the second leading receiver for Green Bay. I could be wrong, but they're spreading it around, so he might not be too far off, okay? He's up there. He's one of Jordan Love's weapons, okay? So I believe that they are going to be deciding factors, because I'm going to look for the quarterbacks to be trying to check it down. This is a very important game, so look for them not to try to force too much unless they're just feeling it. If they're just feeling it and they're just pulling away, I don't believe that. And like I said, I believe Green Bay is going to win this game. And let me tell you exactly why I believe that, okay? As I said, ESPN says that Detroit has a 53.7% chance, and that's almost 50-50. They don't really know. But what I know, and what I did my research on, I was like, man, you know what? How is Reed there? I don't know what his first name is, but how is Reed leading the team? What happened to Christian Watson? Yeah, Christian Watson. He was a nice, promising young wide receiver from last year, and he ended the season very strong. And come to find out, he's been hurt. So when I looked it up, he's actually expected to suit up tonight. Not only is he expected to suit up, remember when I talked about that bad rushing game that Green Bay has with A.J. Dillon? I'm talking about 107 yards, that pitiful number. Well, guess what? They lead back. Aaron Jones is expected to come back tonight as well. So, with that being said, you're going in. I named a whole bunch of things as to why I believe they're going to win, and I hope you guys caught that. I'm going to go over them real quick. So, they're both coming off of a win. Jordan Love has 7 touchdowns to 1 interception. From what I stated what the offense is doing, which is at a 308 yards, 218 of that, which is majority of how they play the offense is through the pass. He's gonna be passing the ball tonight, okay? So like I say, 7-1 as far as touchdown to interception ratio. He's a bad man. He's gonna do his thing. Not only that, Detroit's defense gives up 251 yards average a game. That's right in his ballpark. So that's a winning formula for them, okay? So Jordan Love's an efficient quarterback. He's not turning the ball over. He's passing the ball. Detroit allows the other team to pass the ball. And they're missing their starting safety in Gardner Johnson, okay, from the Eagles from last year. He's out. So C.J. Gardner Johnson is out for them tonight, okay? That's a big factor. So he's gone. Not only that, the best wide receiver on the team, in my opinion, Christian Watson, is coming back. He's expected to suit up. Their running game should pick up out of Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones get busy. I'm sorry. He get busy. So, you're going to Lambeau. Home field advantage. Jordan Love's going to be a little bit more comfortable. He's going to be running and spinning the ball. He's going to be gunslinging it. Running game is going to come back and get activated. They're going to get active tonight. And yeah, I think that their defense is just going to step it up from being at home and having that home field advantage, filling that crowd, everybody with the cheese head, waving, blaring. I think if they're going to go ahead and take the crown for the NFC North tonight, okay? So just look for that. As I said, man, I truly believe that Detroit about to run into a buzzsaw. Maybe not a buzzsaw. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit, but they're not gonna win tonight. I'm picking Green Bay to win. It's a Coliseum Sports Show, or I call them as I see them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please like, share, comment, give me your opinion. I like to engage with you guys. I have no problem with commenting right back after you leave a message, okay? Or comment, I'm sorry. But yeah, man, it's the Coliseum Sports Show with your boy Don G, where I call him as I see him. And tonight I see the Green Bay Packers standing 10 toes down at home and not playing around. You dig? Already, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Don't quit your job. You know what I'm saying? I got that from Mark Holmes. Don't quit your day job, you know what I'm saying? You see me, hey, I make it happen. You got to hustle, you know, put on a show for the people. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, they ain't gonna make it tonight, baby. They're gonna fight for your right, but Green Bay gonna go ahead and get that thumbs up. And then I'm gonna look at them. I'm gonna look at Jordan Love, and I'm gonna be like, and they're gonna be like, yeah, you get him. You know what I'm talking about? But I already appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great day.